there. Hi, my name is Veronica, and we are back with another speed build. I know it's been a while, but it's been a crazy couple of weeks, and this speed build kind of messed up my queue for the videos to upload. But we are down to our last renovation for this neighborhood, at least. If you want to catch up on our previous ones, you can click the I button above because for my save file, we are renovating the whole Willow Creek, and we've already done Foundry Cove and now this neighborhood, which is Courtyard Lane. Like I said, this is the last house here, and this one is the Brook Bungalow, which isn't actually a bungalow. So, this is the biggest lot in this neighborhood, I think, which is 40 by 30, and previously it has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, but it has a massive lot space at the back. And I think um, completed, this is like the whole build is like around 180,000 simoleons, so almost 190, and it's definitely not um, like starter home, but yeah, because it's massive, you don't really expect it to be like a starter build, but yeah, now this build really messed up my schedule because when I was recording it, I was halfway through the build when I realized that OBS wasn't recording it. And that was because I used OBS for my work for the first time. I mean, I don't really need it for work, I just use it for The Sims. So I only have one source, but we had a technical issue at work and I have to record my screen. And so when it was time to switch back to The Sims, it didn't switch back. So I had to like record again. I had to like download the house back from the gallery and then renovate it. And yeah, I had to start again. And then this week, the roof on our actual house is being changed, so I can't record a voiceover in the morning, which was the only time that I could actually play and record because my work is mostly in the evenings. So yeah, it took me a while to finish it. I was planning to just edit it and not do a voiceover so that I can have it uploaded, but this is quite a big build and I feel like I have to explain some things. Although I know not everyone will listen, but I just think that it would be best to have the explanation out there. And now, for this build, I did it just after the new base game swatch update, so we get to use the new updated swatches. Although I opted for neutrals because the new Lightwood swatch is so pretty, and I think I'm not ready to use like the loud ones yet, like the red and the Barbie pink. They're pretty. I mean, I love red. Red's my favorite color, but I don't think it suits like this neighborhood. Now I want to talk about the interior first because the exterior is quite a big one. Um, I didn't change much when it comes to the walls because I think it looks good as is. I did some though, but we'll get to that later. But so for this build, I kept the living room and just added in a door that goes to the back porch, but I changed the kitchen and dining area. They are in separate rooms previously, but I knocked down the walls and now we have them in one room. And we get to use the new range hood swatch here, and I think that's the only like swatch that I used here. But we get to use the like some of the swatches in other rooms. Um, we have one bathroom downstairs, which is an original part of the house, but I did one upstairs because well, I did add one upstairs because the second bathroom there was massive. So I just split it into two. So we have an ensuite for the main bedroom and like a hallway bathroom. Now I think it was the SETI that the with the news watches that I really used a lot for this one, with its matching armchairs because it was a really good SETI. Like that's one of my favorites. But we previously we only have like three swatches, I think, and although my play test was done after I uploaded it to the gallery because I was going to place it in a like in other save and then delete it after. But when I did it, it already has like about 10 downloads, so thank you, Simmers, but I'm sorry because the table in the living room is blocking the fireplace, so I had to change that to a normal, like a normal size one. But yeah, I did use like two the SETI. I did use like two of them in the bedroom, or sorry, in the living room. So it's really like a big living room, so it could really take two of them. Um, but yeah, I guess the one in my save file will be like really the updated one with the playtest and all, and like the added townies. Now this house doesn't have a fireplace, but I added one because the living room could take it again. And if you have this massive house, you would think that it'll have a fireplace, just like what I did with the pancakes. Now, this house doesn't have any household in it, and originally we have three bedrooms and two baths. One of the rooms is for a child, and at the back they have monkey bars. So I kind of ran along with that idea. So this house could have a couple and a child, and I think I will create a Sims for that, because I already have an idea on how they look like, and I based it on one of the portrait that I added in the living room just above the piano. So if you can see that later, then I think you already know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that is I think what I'm going to use as like a basis for the sims that I'm going to create. Um, so yeah, I kind of already have like a lore whilst renovating this, unlike the other two empty houses that we've renovated in this neighborhood. But I will get to that on the actual create a sim video. But yeah, we have um main bedroom for the couple, and then the other bedroom is going to be for their kid. Now their third bedroom, I actually changed it into an office, and we have a sofa there, so you know guests could use it, I think, for sleeping. But in my head, one of the couples is an artist, so we have painting stuff in there as well. And I added an easel on the balcony at the back because I also added one because it has a good view outside. And I think I will add more to that. Now that I think about it, yeah, I think I'll add more to that once I have it ready for the save file. Speaking of, let's talk about the exterior. So, the original house only has a front balcony, which is facing another house, but again, the view is at the back. So, what I did was I removed that balcony and at least part of it because I did leave the middle bit and then added one at the back. So we still have the front porch, of course, but now we also have a back porch, and above it is the balcony, so it overlooks the massive garden and the river. Now, like I said, the space at the back is really big, and at first I was going to build a greenhouse, and one of the couple could be into gardening and does it for a living, but it doesn't really scream Willow Creek to me, and it looks out of place. So instead I added a pool, and we don't have pools in this in the houses in this neighborhood, but this house has space for it, so maybe one of them could still be into gardening, but it's just a hobby instead. I also added an outdoor kitchen. It's just a tiny one, really. Just I just added a few counters next to the grill because again, it has a space for it. I may have made it big than it needs to be, but again, the lot space in this house is really big. I don't know um, how many times I've said big in this video, but yeah, instead of just adding lots of trees, which I did, we do have lots of trees here. Still, I also added some like usable stuff for the household, and I like the idea that even though I fenced it in, it's still part of the other like vacant lot at the back. Because they have lots of trees, so it's like kind of connected to this garden. And I also did use the new swatch for the fence. I think because finally we have matching gates for them. I kept the monkey bars, but also added a sand pit for the kid. I think it should be usable. I'm not sure, but I'm going to playtest them once I completed the save file. And there is still a space at the front bit, but I just added some trees and bushes there because honestly I don't know what else to put in, and because on the other side we already have two cars. I mean, I don't think they need two cars, but again, we have a space for it, so why not? But yeah, I am going to create some sims to live here and have them added to the save file. If you want to have this renovated house in your game, my EA ID is Veronica Hills, and I think for the next part of this renovation, I am planning to do the community lots, because I did a community lot for a shell challenge that I tried. That was my very first shell challenge. I did really enjoy it, and I'm not sure if I want to have that as a stop motion build video, but if you want to check it out, it's in the gallery as well. It's a bookstore cafe and it's very cozy. I really like it. And but yeah, that is it for me. If you reached this part of the video, thank you. Don't forget to like it if you did, and subscribe to follow along this renovation series. And thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you in another one. Bye!